Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the After Hours Gaming League. This is the first round of the playoffs, and we are here with Amazon versus Twitter. Amazon with a comfortable 2-1 lead, but one thing to remember is that, of course, this is no longer the round-robin stage, so it's not a best-of-5, it is a best-of-7, so they're not quite they're not quite on match point just yet. And, well, Twitter already won a PvP. Let's see if they can do it again. Their representative in the top left is none other than the blue player, Surreal.
And his opponent spawning opposite of him on Acheron Waste is going to be the Orange Protoss player playing for Amazon. It is Cicero.
And we do have a little bit of love for some people out there. First of all, big thank you to Day9 and everyone at Day9 TV for running this event. Great event. Really fun games to watch. Really fun to sort of have this sort of an amateur tournament that's taken as seriously as this one is. And thank you to them for letting us cast as well. Big shout out to Day9 himself, Eric, Shank, David, everyone who makes it run smoothly. And of course, another big shout out to two of our friends, Zeph and Maynard. They are, of course, other casters for this competition. Please check out their stuff, and if you like them, vote for them. If you like us, vote for us too. And we will give you hugs.
Man, like Maynard and Zeph, I've talked about them with this. Like, they it's unfair. They've got a racial bonus of that Australian accent. It is so smooth to listen to, Penguin. And I mean, you got Zeph. She's a cute girl, whatever. You got Maynard, who's just a complete badass. I mean, for those who haven't seen a picture of him, the guy has dreadlocks like as long as my leg. He is just awesome.
Yeah, I think when they actually chose their pairing, they went for like all of the ultimate things that would get them votes, besides the fact that they're actually pretty cool, pretty good casters.
Like, let's just be the two most metal casters in this competition. I think was probably the thought process.
Yeah. Anyway, well, we actually do have both players opening relatively similarly. Cicero going for an earlier Cybernetics core. Surreal's Gateway only just now finishing up. He will throw down his own as well. Not going for any funky stuff like we saw, who was it in Game 1? Pure Game. Go for double gas before Cybercore. Not going to be doing that.
Well, Invictus, I mean, he took a really decisive victory early on for Twitter. We'll have to see, like you said, if Surreal can continue and follow through with that. Now, one thing I do want to point out is, I mean, both these players, they've been spectating the game so far. They saw that first PvP. They know what is capable. And, you know, Cicero might say, like, all right, Twitter, they went for some funky stuff in Game 1. I'll probably be prepared for it if they go for it in Game 2. Or, well, I guess Game 4 at this point, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Now, it looks like we will have a 3-Stalker rush coming out of Surreal. I think you can really tell that these players do practice together quite a bit, because the builds from Surreal and Invictus are actually looking pretty similar so far. And he will be going 3-Stalker rush at the second gateway coming on up. Looking over at Cicero, he only has one gateway. He is going for a Stalker of his own, though. And he is chronoing out that warp gate, so it'll be interesting to see if he decides to put on some aggression of his own.
Yes, there's still quite a bit of chrono energy on Surreal's Nexus, so, I mean, he's not pumping out that warp gate. But Penguin,
it's a 4-gate. It's a 4-gate.
Good old-fashioned Protoss, am I right?
Yep, welcome to 2010, Rifkin.
Well, Surreal is actually chasing this probe around right now, and I like that choice. Until he gets caught by the Stalker, I mean, the probe's not able to land that pylon down and get that really important... Oh, man. But putting this down, this says to Surreal, like, okay, something's coming your way, whether it's 4-gate, 3-gate, doesn't matter. You're going to need more gateways at home. And there we go. Nice response from Surreal, putting down a third one. Doesn't have the minerals for it. I'd like to see a fourth, because, I mean, a big forward pylon like that this early, it's kind of a tell.
It is, but this is actually a little bit... I mean, the 3-Stalker rush is nice because you get some good units out. Nice snipe on that Stalker there. But the big problem is that, first of all, he's only on 2 gateways, and second of all, he doesn't have the sentry to force field the ramp like you would like to have.
No,
Zealot's going to be in the mineral line. He will be surrounded, but he will kill off 2 or 3 probes before he does go down. 2 of them do go down.
Surreal, though, making a nice choice to focus down that pylon, will cut the reinforcements temporarily, but that third gateway going to come into effect here as we now have fighting with these Stalkers. And, ooh, Surreal, I kind of feel he got that first volley. I think he could have taken that fight.
Yeah, Cicero was on move command there for a second, and he does manage to do some permanent damage to one of those Stalkers by Surreal. This third gateway is going to finish on up. Warp gate is done now.
Surreal pulling a couple probes, though. Nice response. The little extra bit of DPS might just be enough.
And he actually was not focusing the Stalkers either, so he's forced to retreat. He was attacking the probes there.
Oh,
and the probe count's actually equal at this point, but with 5 Stalkers
out. 5 Stalkers, yeah. I mean, Surreal,
actually, there are 5 for Surreal as well, so this is going to come down to Micro right now. Not focusing down the weak one just yet.
I feel the extra probes are going to make a big help here, as they are kind of making it like, what do I focus here? But Cicero coming in with a big warp in Penguin.
And this is actually looking really good for the Amazon player.
Yeah, Cicero, I mean, the thing is, that fourth gate not being done till just now, we see that each warp-in round gives Cicero a whole extra unit, forcing probes to be pulled and forcing a lot of extra death. And these two Zealots are going to soak a ton of damage, Penguin. I mean, Stalkers can kite, of course, but only for so long. They can't afford to let the Zealots connect to them.
Yeah, this is actually looking really, really devastating. That one pylon will go down. It doesn't unpower any gateways, so it's not the biggest of deals, but if he can get the Sniper Core, that is going to mean only Zealots. And there's the GG called, and Cicero actually takes game number 4. Amazon is up 3-1, and they are now on match point.